World Famous Nursery Rhymes, Volume 3, read to you by Kiwiopa. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross, to see a fine lady upon a white horse, with rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. I wish I lived in a caravan, with a horse to drive like a peddler man. Where he comes from nobody knows, or where he goes to, but on he goes. His caravan has windows too, and a chimney of tin, that the smoke comes through. He has a wife with a baby brown, and they go riding from town to town. "Where are you going to, my pretty maid?" "I'm going a-milking, sir," she said. "May I go with you, my pretty maid?" "You're kindly welcome, sir," she said. "So what is your father, my pretty maid?" "My father's a farmer, sir," she said. "And what is your fortune, my pretty maid?" "My face is my fortune, sir," she said. "Then I can't marry you, my pretty maid." "Nobody asked you, sir," she said. There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence upon a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat who caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was an old man on the border who lived in the utmost disorder. He danced with the cat and made tea in his hat, which vexed all the folks on the border. Mary had a pretty bird, feathers bright and yellow. Slender legs, upon my word, he was a pretty fellow. The sweetest notes he always sang, which much delighted Mary, and near the cage she'd ever sit to hear her own canary. Hector Protector was dressed all in green. Hector Protector was sent to the Queen. The Queen did not like him, no more did the King, so Hector Protector was sent back again. A farmer went trotting upon his grey mare, bumpety, bumpety, bump, with his daughter behind him so rosy and fair, lumpety, lumpety, lump. A raven cried croak, and they all tumbled down, bumpety, bumpety, bump. The mare broke her knees, and the farmer his crown, lumpety, lumpety, lump. The mischievous raven flew laughing away, bumpety, bumpety, bump, and vowed he would serve them the same next day, lumpety, lumpety, lump. I'll sing you a song, though not very long, yet I think it as pretty as any. Put your hand in your purse, you'll never be worse, and give me, the poor singer, a penny. The lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown. The lion beat the unicorn all round about the town. Some gave them white bread, and some gave them brown. Some gave them plum cake, and sent them out of town. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement's. You owe me 5 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin's. There was an old person of Dover who rushed through a field of blue clover, but some very large bees stung his nose and his knees, so he very soon went back to Dover. Little girl, where have you been? Gathering roses to give to the Queen. Little girl, what gave she you? She gave me a diamond as big as my shoe. There was a young lady of Bute who played on a silver gilt flute. She played several jigs to her uncle's white pigs, that amusing young lady of Bute. Rock-a-bye, baby, thy cradle is green. Father's a nobleman, mother is a queen. And Betty's a lady, she wears a gold ring. And Johnny's a drummer, he drums for the king. Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for his living. And the child that is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire and your children all gone. All but the youngest, and her name is Anne, for she crept under the dripping pan. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Hark, hark, the dogs do bark. The beggars are coming to town. Some in rags, some in jags, and some in velvet gowns. Bobby Shafto's gone to sea, silver buckles at his knee. When he comes back he'll marry me, bonny Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto's bright and fair, combing down his yellow hair. He's my own for evermore, bonny Bobby Shafto. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner, eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and said, "What a good boy am I!" Little Polly Flinders sat among the cinders, warming her pretty little toes. Her mother came and caught her, and whipped her little daughter for spoiling her nice new clothes. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? Meow. I've been to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? Meow. I frightened a little mouse under the chair. Tom, Tom, the piper's son, stole a pig and away he run. The pig was eat, Tom was beat, Tom went roaring down the street. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The owl looked up to the moon above and sang to a small guitar. "Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a lovely pussy you are, you are, what a lovely pussy you are." Pussy said to Owl, "You elegant fowl, how wonderful sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring?" They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong trees grow. And there in a wood a piggy-wig stood, with a ring on the end of his nose, with a ring on the end of his nose. "Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring?" Said the piggy, "I will." So they took it away and were married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined upon mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon, and hand in hand on the edge of the sand they danced by the light of the moon, They danced by the light of the moon. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got, and home did trot, as fast as he could caper. He went to bed, and plastered his head with vinegar and brown paper. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. What are little girls made of? What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and all that's nice. That's what little girls are made of. And what are little boys made of? What are little boys made of? Snaps and snails and puppy dogs' tails. That's what little boys are made of. This is the house that Jack built. This is the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. And this is the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cow with a crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. And this is the maiden all forlorn that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the malt that lay in the house that Jack built. 3 little kittens, they lost their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have lost." "What, lost your mittens? You naughty kittens, then you shall have no pie." Meow, 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 meow. The 3 little kittens, they found their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, see here, our mittens we have found." "What, found your mittens? You little kittens, then you shall have some pie." Purr, 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 purr. The 3 little kittens put on their mittens, and soon ate up the pie. "Oh, mother dear, we greatly fear our mittens we have soiled." "What, soiled your mittens? You naughty kittens." Then they began to sigh. Meow, 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 meow. The 3 little kittens, they washed their mittens and hung them up to dry. "Oh, mother dear, look here, our mittens we have washed." "What, washed your mittens? You darling kittens, but I smell a rat close by." Hush, hush. Meow, 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 meow. The cow began to dance one day. Maid Betty joined the fray. The cow spilled all the fresh-made milk and ruined her dress made of silk. Old Maid Mary kicked her legs and dropped her basket, spilled her eggs. "We can't have cake or bake the bread, but we shall have pie instead." Curly locks, wilt thou be mine? Thou shalt not wash dishes, nor yet feed the swine, but sit on a cushion and sew a fine seam, and feed upon strawberries, sugar, and cream. A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar, what makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, but now you come at noon. Daffy Down Dilly has come up to town in a yellow petticoat and a green gown. A robin and a robin's son once went to town to buy a bun. They couldn't decide on plum or plain, and so they went back home again. Hot cross buns, one a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns.